such a great. All right, so we also have Susanna from Tanzania, Sylvania from Uganda, Boje from South Sudan. Boje from South Sudan. How is South Sudan? How is South Sudan? How is South Sudan? I would like to visit you guys there. I'm very glad. All right, so we also have Crypto Corporate from Kampala, Uganda. Crypto Corporate from Kampala, Uganda. Okay, Gracious from Rwanda. Gracious from Rwanda. How is Rwanda? All right, so ladies and gentlemen, it's awesome having you here this morning. And as we are about to start our session, okay, so it's great and you are highly welcome. Yes, that will be great. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, it's awesome to have you here this morning. And today is Friday, and as usual on Fridays is question and answer session where we meet, we ask and also answer numerous questions to ensure that it will impact our trading journey. And it's been awesome ever since we started this journey of having question and answer session, and I think it has been helping a lot of people so much. We also have that is Kate from Nigeria. All right, so Kate, we respond to your greetings. You are welcome. You're welcome to this noble meeting. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you all to this session. I am Brother Emmanuel from Ghana, that is Accra to be precise. I'm Brother Emmanuel from Ghana, Accra to be precise, and I'm going to be your presenter for this morning's session. I hope I'm highly welcome to this session. All right, so guys, let's start. So far so good. I guess we keep making progress day in and day out because Rome was not built in a day. Rome was not built in a day. Rome was not built in a day, and that should tell us, or that gathers the momentum how Rome was built. That is, it was a consistent effort gathering all the materials day in and day out, day by day, and they built Rome. So we are also building our Rome of finance, growing day in and day out, ensuring that we may get to the top one day at a time. And the only easiest path we can climb, and the easiest path we've seen and assessed, tested, proven, and testing day in and day out is cryptocurrency. And highly, we are using RoyalQ amazing bots to trade. And it is fair for us to have further knowledge about our bots, about trading, to ensure we improve our skills, refine our strategies, refine our skills, and also develop ourselves so far as trading is concerned. So, as we gathered here this morning, we are here to ask questions, and I'm going to make a lot of leaders to be part of the co-host. And today I'm not going to do the talking alone. Most leaders will be part of this session, and they will help answer most of your questions. They'll help answer most of your questions for you. So, ladies and gentlemen, this session is to help answer most of the questions. And I guess we have the Revolution platform where we take time. Most of you ask questions there, and I guess it's not enough. So this will be another channel, the very right place that we may get great leaders one-on-one to ensure that you ask your question for them to also give you a reasonable answers to your questions. Right. So I guess it's time. You have question, you raise your hand to ask your question right from RoyalQ trading, whatever that you want to know so far as we are here and trading is concerned. I guess it's important for you to ask questions that borders your thoughts and your trading journey, and reasonable answers will be given from different leaders to ensure it also impacts your trading journey as well. So whilst we are waiting, your question can be typed in the chat box, or you can also raise your hand. We are about 48, if I'm right. We are about 48 in numbers, and I think that is very few. And this lesson or this session should be very interactive. Feel free, ask your question, and let's all discuss about it. Find measurable answers to your questions. Right now, How still do you see the markets? So far, looking at the markets, yesterday I told you something, and it seems we are still anticipating. And in as much as we are anticipating, oh, you can see that there are a lot of opportunities existing in the markets, right? There are a lot of opportunities existing in the market, and take time, exercise patience, and assess them. So, still look at how do you see the alt index now? How do you see the index now? Is it reducing or increasing? Is the market gathering good momentum? So let me see. I'm not sharing my screen yet. Mind you, I'm not sharing my screen yet. So I'm waiting for you to ask your question. Let's see. Coin Glass and CoinMarketCap. So let me check out to see first. Let me check out to see first. All right. Yes, you also want to observe, right? Check it out on your screen. Let me share my screen. In fact, let me share my screen. Right? Okay, so please make me a co-host so that I can be able to share my screen. Please make me a co-host so that I'll be able to share my screen. Am I loud and clear on the line? Am I loud and clear? If you can hear me, give me one in the chat. It seems I'm here alone. Am I loud and clear?
We can hear you, please.
All right, so please make me a co-host so that I can share my screen. Make me a co-host so that I can share my screen. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. All right, so now let's look at the alt index, both on CoinMarketCap and also on. Now we can see we have we have this. You can see right, and we also have the RSI average. That is average RSI, and you can see it's building momentum, not just neutral, and the neutral is growing, which may get up to 60. Now I'm talking about this part. That is 78% alt pump down, and don't be surprised to see this. I've told you. And the very day, I think maybe 16th, today's date is 12, right? 16th, after the meeting, FOMC meeting, you may see what happens next. So look at this. Let's go to CoinMarketCap too. So you can also access it or not on CoinMarketCap to observe. And these are some of the reasons why we can gather momentum to trade in the markets. And just as I told you yesterday, if you can see this opportunity, you can assess this opportunity in your own way as we are learning. It will really help you, guys. So don't be surprised to see the market doing better this time round. And to my personal assessment, I feel the presence of bulls in the market more than anything. I feel the presence of bulls in the market more than anything. And all other analytical tools are also saying the same. All other analytical tools are also saying the same, right? So the thing is, let's anticipate. Let's anticipate, right? Let's anticipate because there are greater fortunes ahead of us. There are greater fortunes ahead of us, and we shall get it and hit it harder. We shall get it and then what? Hit it harder. We shall get it and then hit it harder. So gather momentum and let's observe, assess the market, let's see what opportunities existing in the market. There are great opportunities existing in the market, and we shall be sharers and partners of this revolution. Right. Mm-hmm. All right, so go back. Let me see if you have questions. Oh, plenty questions here. All right, so let's start dealing with the questions. Let's start dealing with the questions. Okay, so first question, let me see. All right, so my leader, I received this email 2 days back, but I don't know what it means. I even see the word swap on Binance app. What does it mean? So is that the message that you received swap or what? Let me get the message. Let me get the message. I guess I need to get the message before that question can be answered very clearly. Now, swap, in an actual sense, we have swap as a form of trading on Binance. Okay, we have swap as a form of trading on Binance, just like futures. Okay, so swap is also another form of trading, like futures trading. So we have swap, we have also option. So I don't know if that's what you are talking about or you are asking. If not, clarify, especially with the message that you received in your email, so that I can be able to give an accurate answer to your question. So Trishana, please get back and then let me know the message that you received. Hmm? So if you're talking about the swap is a form of trading on Binance. Okay, swap is a form of what trading, just like the futures market, and it also works on a contract base, just like the futures markets. All right. So guys, let me see if there is any hand up. If you have question, you raise your hand. Okay. If you have question, you raise your hand for you to ask your question, or you type your question in the chat box. Okay. So hello, kindly help understand the qualities of um good demand and supply zone. Kindly help to understand the qualities of a good demand and supply zone. All right. So basically, let me use my board. Okay. Now, when we talk of demand and supply, what is it? These are basic principles in every market. Okay, these are basic principles in every market. Where so in an aspect of trade, let me go straight and make it simple to answer. Now, in an aspect of trading, we know that we have buyers, we have what? We have sellers. Now, what constitutes buyers and what constitutes sellers? That is what we term it as what? As demand and then supply. So in a state where there are more buyers in the market, it simply means the demand of a particular asset is what is very high. Now, at a point in time, every demand creates what? Creates supply, and every supply creates demand. So for a trader to be able to assess a good zones where he can spot out a good demand zone or a supply zone, just consider the rate at which buyers control a particular market or the rate at which sellers control a particular market. So assume when we talk of demand and supply, because mostly it becomes so confusing to a lot of traders. Buying zone and then what? Seller zone. But over here, just not buying, but strong buying zone and then strong selling zone. These two areas become the demand zone and then the supply zone. Right? So maybe on the trading view, should I add trading view? No, I guess let me just explain. So let me see. Okay, so I guess Grace, have I been able to explain demand and supply? Okay, let me see if there's any hand up first. So I discovered that the maximum take profit on RoyalQ is 30%. I want to know, what if I get a signal that says I should take profit at 100%. What if I get a take profit that says I should take profit at 100%? What will I do? What will I do? All right, so let me see. If I get an opportunity which says I should take profit of 100%, personally and honestly, I've not even tried that 30%. Yeah, I've not even tried that 30% before. So asking of if it happens that you are asked to give or you want to take a profit of 100%, well, so let me see if leader Chadwick will be able to answer that. That is the honest truth that I'm telling you. Leader Chadwick, please, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Leader Emmanuel. I can hear you.
All right. So if you cannot answer, yeah. So
the question is, our friend wants to earn more than 30%. You're cutting. I'm not getting you. Hello?
Yeah, hello. Yeah.
Hello?
We are listening. We are with you.
So if you want to get more than 30%, then you can post that coin and wait for it. Then when you open up when you reactivate the coin, it will be able to sell at a higher profit. But if you want to preset using the limit, it's only 30% that RoyalQ will accept. People used to set because of their own greed. They used to set 200, 300% in the past. I was there when it was open, but then they discovered that was one of the causes of people being in floating loss, because the coin would go to 40%, 50%, but you have told it to sell at 100 or 200. So that's why I think they put that minimum, so that you earn reasonable profit, and you also earn it within reasonable time, so that you avoid floating loss. And now that we are doing futures also, I think if you just say you want to take profit of 3%, just 3%, and you are using a leverage of 10x, then that should also give you 30%. Just 3% in leverage in futures, that should give you 30% of your capital. So if you put 30% in for futures, and you are using a leverage of 10, then you'd end up earning 300%. Just putting 30% as your whatever. But it's very risky to try very big margins. So that's why we just give 1%, which translates to 10%. But you can get anything is possible in crypto. We are not saying you cannot get even 300%, you can. But the chances that the market may reverse before you complete your transaction and take you to floating or liquidate you is what we should avoid. So let's just take 1.2 or 2%, something like that. Don't be too greedy to look for big money at once. You just get small profits repeatedly, and you'll make it. Thank you.
All right. That is so guys, I guess that is it. So the person who asked the question, let me see. I guess you are clear. And let me say this. Personally, I'm a guy of compounding. Okay. And in my team, the rule of trading is compounding your income. So of course, there may be an opportunity in the market. And when you start an opportunity, you don't joke with it. But the rule of my trading hallmark is what is compounding your income. And it has been the hallmark till now, from now till date, right? So always, if you want to grow your account, it's not about sizing all the biggest opportunities in the market. Especially when you see a big opportunity, you don't joke with it. You have to size it. But in as much as you are doing that, always don't forget the rule that you are here to do or to compound your money. You are here to do or to compound your money. All right. So how do I share a photo here, or please help? Okay, I guess the photo has been shared. Okay, so let me see. Please, on upcoming swap redenomination, Binance would perform a swap redenomination of MKR to okay. So they are just changing MKR to SKY based on your holding in Binance, and after 2025, the swap redenomination will be completed and equivalent amount of SKY will be credited to your Binance account. So, my dear, what they are just telling you is Binance is changing or swapping MKR to SKY, right? Okay, so that is it. You are receiving this notice as you hold MKR in your Binance account. Time of writing. This email may be translated into a language other than English. Okay, so that is what they are just telling you. So if I guess you were holding MKR assets and that asset will be swapped to SKY, right? So I guess it's clear. So it's either you have to do that yourself, you have to convert that asset into a different MKR into a different asset, or probably if you don't do that, automatically it will be swapped to SKY. Now, which of these indicators is best as trigger for longing on assets MACD or RSI? So leader Chadwick, hand over. So which assets? Okay, coach Mike, all right, you ask your question, so let's answer this question. So which assets, which indicators is best as a trigger for longing on assets as MACD or RSI? So yeah, Chadwick, let me hand that on to you. All right, so maybe I don't know, maybe it's network. Now, action of either RSI. Okay, please proceed.
Yeah, and I think practice in trading, practice makes perfect. In trading, practice makes perfect. So there's nobody who can tell you that this indicator is better than this unless you get used to using it. So once you get used to using it, you'll be able to see opportunities very fast because you'll have understood how it moves. So some people are using RSI, others are using MACD, others are using a combination. And for me, I just use RSI and Bollinger Bands, and I make a good entries like that. So don't overcomplicate these issues. Just get used to one way of doing it, but don't just use one. Then you check your time frames, you confirm in your time frames, and you'll be able to make good entries. Making good entries is very important. So, but you'll only know that through practice. Through practice. Don't be trying this. Practice. Identify one way and practice and see what it means consistently. Then it will help you. The other way is to become independent. You have to decide. You just have to decide that I want to be independent and I want to try getting signals like this and doing like this, and then you'll be able to start picking your own coins. Otherwise, once you over rely on signals, then you will not be thinking about how you can also create your own signals and how you can make money on your own. So the first step is, before you become conversant, use the signals. But as the time goes, also find out how are these signals being developed. And these trainings are done every morning, graciously every morning, 7:30 a.m. East African time, from Monday to Friday. So please, let's come and join. In fact, I'm really grateful to people who rise early just to train us, because Coach Mopiwa from South Africa, by 7:30 here, it is around 6:30 in South Africa, and he's already up training people. And by that time, and in Ghana, it's about 4. and Coach Emmanuel is here training people. And you who doesn't know what to do, you are sleeping. Isn't that a shame? So please come up and learn. These things are being taught here for free. They'll make you a lifetime income. They'll make you earn and trade at will. So don't take it lightly. Come and learn. Come and learn. The more you learn, the more you practice, the better you will become. And that's my answer for that question. Thank you.
Right. That is awesome. That is awesome. Thank you so much. So, guys, I guess it's very clear, and it's always important for you to know there is nothing like what works the best in trading. There is nothing like what is the best strategy, what is the best this, what is the best that. Everything is best. Everything works out depending on how the person is using it. Do you get it? So, being it MACD or RSI, or they are all good. They are all good depending on the user. If you use and it works for you, that becomes your best, right? That is what you need to understand. So thank you so much, Leader Chadwick. Okay, so let me see. Okay, so the question is one after the other. So please, is it possible in RoyalQ to get to set to work automatically without your timely intervention? Is it possible in RoyalQ to set it to work automatically without your timely intervention? All right. Now, of course, yes. RoyalQ bots, I guess most often we traders overcomplicate the bots, okay, in trading. Most often we overcomplicate the work of the bots. In as much as we are there to set up a trade. Now, your work is to set up the trade. The work of the bot is to execute the trade. Listen, your work is to do what? Is to set up a trade. Your responsibility as a trader using RoyalQ bots is to set up the trade, configure. We call it configuration. So you are configuring the bot, and after setting up your trade, now the work of the bot is to execute trades. Okay, so yours is to set up the trade, and after you are done setting up the trade, the work of the bot is to execute the trade. So you don't need timely interventions before the bots will figure out things out, before you make profits. It's because you've been adding those timely interventions because you want things to go your own way, how you want it to be, to add your emotions to the market. That's the reason most of you set up a trade, you even refuse to sleep, you'll be on the market, you're checking up the trade. Trade is safe in the market. So sometimes it's because we always don't feel convenient setting up a trading even in the market. So we begin to add our emotions as part of the job of the trading of the bots. So of course the answer is yes, you can set up a trade, and that's the reason you give a take profit to the bots. It simply means you are rest assured that this is how things can go. That is the reason why you open margin calls. It simply means you are rest assured that the margin call that I've opened, I'm opening the margin calls because I definitely know that things may not always go as planned. And if things does not go as planned, this is my expectation. That is the reason you've opened margin calls. That is the reason you set what? You set take profits. So you set the take profits, you set the margin calls, and configure the bot to ensure that in your absence, things can work accordingly. Do you get it? So, of course, you can set up a trade and leave the bot to work without your timely intervention. All right. Now, let me see. Okay, so here I have $100 and exposed $30 to trade. Should I face liquidation? Is it going to sweep the $30 or the entire $100 or the entire $100? Okay, so let me hand over this to Leader Chadwick. Let me see. Okay, Leader OBM. Leader OBM is here. So Leader OBM, if you can hear me and you are safe to talk to us, kindly help us answer this question. Like I said, to this session, we are not going to do this session alone. All leaders would participate to ensure there will be effective lesson and then collaboration here. So please, Leader OBM, if you can hear me, kindly do us that favor. Or Leader Doris.
Yes, I wanted to add to the question. Hello, good morning to you all. I hope you are doing great. Yeah, so with the RoyalQ bots, you can set it on automatic mode. Okay, that is if you don't have time, you're a very busy person, you can set it on automatic mode. Now, on the spot market, it's advisable to do that, okay? But you don't just go about picking any coins and putting it on a cycle mode. We'll guide you on which coins to go in for. It's very good to go in for coins that have good market cap, okay? Coins that have solid projects backing them up. You might be new and might not know all these things because you don't attend meetings, but your upline already has this knowledge, okay? With my team members, anytime someone wants to be put on automatic mode, I select coins within the top 10 on the CoinMarketCap, okay? I choose XRP, I choose Dogecoin, I choose Solana, all those type of coins. But it's based on how much capital you have, okay? Because knowing how much capital will determine how many coins we can pick. Now, sometimes those coins can be slow, but when they start to go up, they do so well and you get good profits, okay? I always say, let's assume you have 1,000 euros, okay? 1,000 euros. If you want to put it on a savings account, you are going to earn 20 euros at the end of the year. Now, this same 1,000 euros, you can have it on RoyalQ, set it on maybe 1 or 2 coins, and at the end of the year, I bet you make more than that 20 euros. Do you get it? So it all depends on how much you have. We can put on automatic mode, but it must be a reasonable amount of capital. Some people just come with $100 as trading capital. They want to be put on automatic mode. I'll tell you the hard truth. If you are trading with Binance, it's possible for us to use 5 USDT as your first buying amount. But ask yourself, should the market drop more than 30% or 50%, would that 100 USDT sustain you? It's not possible. Okay, so with whatever amount you start with, it's good for you to be increasing it to get to at least have enough trading capital. So that is all. Thank you. Okay.
All right. Okay, it's great. So let's take the next question, please. Johan. Under the face liquidation, is it going to sweep the $30 or the entire $100? Now it depends. It depends. So one, if you are using isolated margin, it's only going to affect the exposed amounts in the market. Okay, it's going to affect the only exposed amounts to the market. But if you are using cross margin, that $30 after the $30 has been exhausted in the market, still it will attract your the 30%, it will attract the 70% remaining in the market. So before you will be liquidated, it simply means that 70% has been added up and it is also exhausted. So of course, if you are using cross margin, not only the $30 that will be liquidated, but if should it be the case that liquidation should happen, all the $100 will be liquidated. Now listen, it doesn't mean that before one will be liquidated, actually, when it comes to trading, when we say someone has been liquidated, it simply means the amount your funds were not able to sustain the trade in the market. It simply, I mostly used to call it energy. It simply the energy of your funds has been not exhausted, right? That is when you'll be liquidated. So that is if I have $30, if I have $100, and this $30 got exhausted in the market and it's on cross margin, part of this $70 remaining will be added to the $30 to continue the trade. So it will continue the trade, it will continue adding up until all this $70 has been added up to the $100. The trade will continue to exist in the market until the $100 is no longer functioning or existing as a fundable trade to continue the contracts in the market. So of course, if you have 30% capital, you have $100 capital, you are using 30% of it, which may be maybe $30 or $40 to trade. When liquidation should happen, if you are on cross margin, all will be liquidated. If you are on isolated margin, it's only the exposed amount that will be liquidated. It's only the exposed amount that will be liquidated. Hope your question has been answered clearly. Okay, so let me see the next question. Okay, let me see the next question. All right, my leader, is it advisable to trade on all the coin on RoyalQ? Is it advisable to trade on all the coins on RoyalQ, my dear? All right, so yes, of course you can trade, but then the fact is that as a person, as a trader, you can't even trade all coins. Do you get it? You can't even trade all coins. If you want to be a good trader does not even trade all coins. Good traders spot out just few coins. They depend on those coins to trade. They make decision based on the behavior of those coins. So as a trader, it's not advisable to trade all cryptocurrencies. It's not advisable to trade all cryptocurrencies because not all cryptocurrencies that can behave very good matching your capital or your expectations in the markets. So it's not advisable. Actually, it's not advisable to trade all coins. Okay, so leader Chadwick, this person is also asking. All right, so okay, my leader, I've got you. Thank you. My next question is about compounding. What do you mean? What do you always mean when you talk of compounding? I'm confused. All right, so leader Chadwick, kindly assist her for us. So she's asking of compounding. So, all right.
Hello. So compounding, thank you for the question. Compounding is adding your capital together with your profit and then making it now your new capital so that you can buy again or enter a new trade with a higher amount. So if, for instance, you are trading using $100 and then you get $3 as profit, then your amount is now 103, and therefore you calculate the entry including the $3. Fortunately for us who are doing futures, if you trade with $100 and then you take your 1% with the 10 leverage, that becomes $10. So you now have $110, and therefore in the next trade you should now add the 10. So now you'll be trading with 110. But because we also use small margins, we enter with small margin with small amounts. So this 10 is used to accumulate. So if you are entering with maybe $15, you can now make it 16, and the next trade you can increase it to 17. The next trade you can increase it to 18. So collectively, your trading capital is increasing because when you increase your capital, then you also increase your profit. So every time you increase your capital, you also increase your profit. So over time, you'll find that the amount becomes very big. You'll find that the amount becomes very big over time. Like leader Emmanuel started by saying that Rome was not built in a day. So these are things you practice collectively. And if you have been very keen, you find that if you are trading a coin which was going up and you did not change the parameters, when you enter the next trade, maybe the first trade was used $320. The next trade, if that coin was still going up and you still wanted to trade it, you'd find that it has now bought for $328 or $330. The same number of coins that you bought. So you'll now find that you start getting a higher profit than when you originally started. So this is something that you can notice even on your app. It will show you that you did not change the number of coins, but the amount that was put in increased because the coin was going up. So you are buying at a higher price, and therefore the same number of coins bought at a higher amount of money. And therefore when they sell, you'll also get a higher profit. But now if it is intentional, if you are intentionally doing compounding, then you should have a plan. You should have a plan. Let me see if I can share the screen. I don't know whether it will be able to. Let me see if I can share a screen. Oh, I'm sorry. This is a different phone. This is a different phone. I've not downloaded that calculator here. So there's a calculator. You look at a daily compound calculator that you can use, and then it can guide you so that you keep on going up and you make a good record. So I think that is what we should do. We should get that calculator, daily compound calculator, and then we can use it. I am not able to share because the calculator is not yet downloaded. This is a new device. I bought it just recently. I lost the other one. So you can find it. You can find that compound calculator, and it will help you with your plans. Maybe when I've done it, I'll do it in another presentation. Thank you.
All right. Okay, so thank you so much. All right, so guys, I guess the issue of compounding would especially be handled as a special lesson so that everyone can benefit from it. Thank you so much, Leader Chadwick. Okay, so let me see. So Coach Magic, please, you can raise your hand. It's now your turn. Please, Coach, I like to ask my question by speaking already. Raise hands up. Okay, so raise your hand and ask your question. Magic, let me see your hand up. Okay, so you've been asked to unmute. Ask your question. You've been asked to unmute. Ask your question.
Okay. Good morning, Coach. Am I loud and
All right.
clear?
Yeah, you are loud and clear.
Good morning, Coach, and good morning, all the leaders. Thank you
All right.
for
Good.
helping the community. Really appreciate. Please, my question is related to the last question you answered. But the only thing I want to ask is that the person that asked the last question regarding futures, if you are trading on future, my question is this: when you are trading future, why is it that even you are using on isolated margin, even when the coin is on isolated, you still get liquidated, and after you have margin, you already open margin call like 2-3, you still get liquidated? Why is it like that? Please, I don't understand that part, because according to the training and lectures on future we learn on the futures, that when you have your coin on isolated, if you want to get liquidated, you will not get liquidated with all the capital you have in the trade. Only the first buy amount will get liquidated. But I realize that when you get liquidated, sometimes you get liquidated even with the margin cost already bought. That's my question. I want you to help us clear on that. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Now, let's make this very clear. And I guess you are not alone in this. Yesterday, someone also asked the same question. So let's set the pace very clear. Now, on an issue of liquidation with either first buying amount or whatever, let me, I guess, okay. Now it is very clear. If I'm trading, what gets liquidated in the market is the exposed money. The exposed money. So let's assume I want to trade with $1,000. Okay, Hope my screen is visible. You can see my screen. I want to trade with $1,000. Now, I open margin calls of maybe 3. Okay, my first buying amount happens to be $200. I'm on isolated. Now, if this first buy amount is $200, and then my margin calls, I'll buy each at maybe, let's say, $20, $50, and then also $70. Now, the next amount that I'll buy, this money is no longer going to be $200, but it's rather going to be $220. Listen, now I am having $220 in the market and no longer $200 or $200. If it happens that this first buying amount was not able to buy again, if it happened that my margin calls were not bought in addition, then that one is different thing. But so far as I have this money bought in addition, the $20 bought in addition to the $200, it automatically I no longer have $200 in the market, but I have how much? 220 in the market. Now, what gets liquidated is what has been exposed to the market. How much did I expose to the market? I exposed $200. Now, it is no longer $200 that I've exposed to the market, but I've exposed $220 to in the market. So if I'm to be liquidated, how much will it be liquidated? So Majid, I don't know if you can hear me. Now,
Yes.
if I'm to be liquidated, how much will I be liquidated based on the cross margin?
220.
220. So in that case, 220 happens to be the amount of what entry, that the amount of money that happens to be in the market. So it is the money that you've exposed. So maybe the interpreter, what we've learned to know, or what we are maybe trying to mean, is that the money you've exposed, if it happens your first buying amount is in the market, it is your first buying amount that will be liquidated. But in as much as you've opened margin calls, now a margin call may be bought in addition to first buying amount, or a margin calls may not be bought. Do you get it? That is the reason why someone may tell you that if we say it is all your margin calls, now in the case where the margin calls is not bought, what is going to happen? It simply means that one is not going to be liquidated. So it is the money that has been exposed to the market. So frankly, if someone says it's your first buying amount, the person is right, because in addition, this margin cost will be added as an exposed money to the market. So in a case, your margin cost may be a bought money or may not be a money that has been added to the market. Do you get it? So in that case, if this money has not been added to the market, then that one wouldn't be liquidated. But if it's add up, if it's buy to a certain call, it simply means that call too has been added to the market. I don't get the point.
Yes, it's
very
clear.
good.
Clear.
Very good. All right.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so you're welcome. You're welcome. All right, so let's take the next question. Okay, so okay, Majid, you've been answered. I also noticed that sometimes I set trade from support 3, which is best, but I still find myself in floating loss. Please, why? I'm not getting your question. I also noticed that sometimes I set trade from support 3, which is best, but I still find myself liquidated. Okay, so Leader Chadwick or Leader OBM, if any of you can assist, do justice to her question for us. Her question is, sometimes she set up a trade on support 3, which is best for her, but she still gets into floating loss. So the Chadwick, Leader OBM, if there is any assistance to her question. Okay. All right, I guess Leader Chadwick is there. Okay, so please proceed.
I'm here, and crypto markets are not controlled by anybody. That's what we must start by understanding, that crypto markets are not controlled by anybody, and that's why very many people have come up with indicators and methods of determining the best way to get into the market, or the most likely places where you can enter the market and you'll come out well. But sometimes the market changes direction. Even after your good analysis, even after you have used whatever you have done, then the market changes direction, either because of sentiment or because of wealth or just general movements in the market. So you'll find that in as much as you entered at support 3, so that you could go to support 2, then you find that the market breaks that support 3 and goes to support 4. It happens. So you cannot say that if I enter at support 3, then I should not put margin calls because you certainly go to support 2. It doesn't work like that. So it gives you a direction, but sometimes the market goes beyond those illustrations and those areas that have been indicated to be reversal points. So if it goes against you, then the margin calls should be able to they should be able to support you. So that's why we say don't put all the money in the market at once, so that you allow the robot to have access to more funds should the market go in the opposite direction, so that it corrects it. Again, the settings in the robot are also very important. The settings that you set in the robot are very, very important, because they also determine at what point another margin call will be bought. So if you put your margin calls very close, then you will not have that impact, because you have put a margin that if the market drops by 0.5, it should buy. If it drops again by another 0.5, it should buy. Then it drops again by 0.5, it should buy. So what does it do? The market drops by 5%. So it runs through all your 3 margin calls. And it buys all of them together as if it's just the same price you bought it. You bought all the margin calls together. So they don't give you that advantage of average price, of changing the average price. So make sure that your drops are spaced. Your drops are spaced, so that whenever the market drops, then it will not buy until there's a good advantage to your side. So if your drops are arranged in such a way that when it drops by 3%, then it should buy. If it drops again by another 3%, it should buy. But if you say by 0 point, the impact will not be seen. And therefore, it will buy all the margin calls and not go up as you expected and liquidate you if it goes deeper again, because you put margin calls that were not effective or are not working in your favor. Thank you. That's the answer I have for you.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much. All right. So answer the next question. So, sir, what is minimal amount to trade futures in RoyalQ? What is the minimum amount of money to trade futures in RoyalQ? All right. So please do justice to that.
$5. $5 generally, but every coin has its own value and its minimum amount. So whenever you are entering a coin, you must determine what is the minimum amount that you can be able to buy. So in as much as most of the coins are coming at a minimum of $5 or thereabouts, some are coming in hundreds of dollars. Like Bitcoin, you'll find many people cannot even try to buy it because the minimum that you can buy is way higher than the average trader's capital. So that is what you have to determine. You look at the coin before, just when you go to trade settings, you enter the coin, then you go to trade settings. Then when you say manually create, it will give you a template that shows you how many coins are equivalent to $5 or how many coins are the minimum, and then you just calculate the amount that you want to trade with. So, but mainly $5 is the minimum in Binance. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much. All right. Okay. So the next question, let me see. Leader OBM, please, are you available? Let me know if you're available. Okay. So Leader Doris, someone is asking this question. Please, if you're available, kindly assist now. let me see. Where is the question? Okay, please we work. Okay. Please, when we talk about liquidation, does it mean all your funds will be gone? When we talk of liquidation, does it mean all your funds will be gone? All right, so Leader Doris, if you're available, kindly assist him for us. If you're available, kindly assist him for us. Thank you.
Brother Emma, please, I didn't get you. Did you mention my name? Sorry.
Yes, I did. So the question, someone is asking a question. Asking a very nice question. He said, where is it? Where is the question? He said, good morning. Please, when we talk about liquidation, does it mean all your funds will be gone? So he wants the meaning of liquidation, wants explanation to liquidation. Does it mean all your funds will be gone? That is his question.
Oh, okay. So liquidation, it all depends on how do you call it? What sort of mode you are using. If you are using an isolated mode and you get liquidated, it's only the position amount that will be gone. Like everything will be zero. But when you are using the cross mode, whatever you have in the position amount would be gone, and also the balance. If should in case you have some balance of USDT, that one will also be wiped off. Okay, so it's best to put it on isolated. Okay, so that's you're on a safer side. But the cross margin also helps, especially if you are trading one coin at a time. All right, thank you. That's all from me.
All right, thank you so much. Okay, so the next person. Okay, good morning, sir. What is the minimum amount you can start with? And I guess that one has been answered by Leader Chadwick. Okay, so can the RoyalQ work in Forex? Can the RoyalQ work in Forex? Now, the simple answer is no. Now, RoyalQ work or it collaborates with crypto assets or with the crypto market. So you can only trade RoyalQ using crypto exchanges like Binance, Bybit, OKX, KuCoin, Gate.io, Mexi, and so on and so forth. About 9 different exchanges. So RoyalQ does not work in Forex. It works in crypto. It's work in what? In crypto, right? So if you want to use RoyalQ, then you should align with the crypto markets, right? Okay. All right. So says yes. Thank you, leader. Okay, so that is good. Okay, now the next question. We have a coin in floating loss, and I add margin to move the liquidation price further from the current price. Will the money I added be returned when the coin finally sells? So when the coin is sold out of the market, yes, of course, you added that money to make more profits. So when that coin is sold out of the market, of course, you make more profits. So just assume, like maybe going out to buy something. Now you got the opportunity to buy more. If you buy more, when it gets back, you'll be able to make more profit based on the money you added to the market, right? So would money so you're asking, will the money I add be returned when the coin finally sold? When the coin is sold, of course, that money will be returned in addition, and it will even add up to make more profits. Okay. Can you briefly can you talk briefly about Binance N? In Binance, that if I have some funds enough for RoyalQ trading and others in my spot wallets. Of course, now Binance N is not something bad, but then it takes time. We have two different forms of N. We have the simple interest. Okay, so with Binance N, it gives you a percentage that you can be earning with time, but it's going to take time based on how the market moves or how the market goes, and then also the package you also choose on the end, or the package you choose, right? So of course you can use Binance N, but then your profits making will take time, and you need to understand that as part of the trading rule in different markets, right? So Binance N is not something bad. If you have more funds to do that, you can just maybe the money that you choose to reserve in your funding wallet, you may choose to be on Binance N. but the profits that may return will be very small. Yes, but then it's okay. Okay, so that is what I can say. Now, what is the function of tapping pause in futures trading? Okay, so Leader Chadwick, please answer this question for us. What is the function of tapping pause in futures trading? Let me see. I guess Leader OBM is not available. Okay, so Leader Chadwick, let's go.
So the purpose of I don't know that you're getting me.
Yes, so he's asking the function of tapping or using the pause in futures.
The purpose of using pause is so that
Yes.
you may delay the coin from being sold when you are in profit, so that you can get higher profit. And unfortunately, many people think that when they are almost being liquidated, when they put on the pause button, then the trade will stop and they will not be liquidated. That's a misnomer. It's not true. So even if you put your pause button on and the opportunity to be liquidated reaches when it is on, the exchange will liquidate you. Because remember that these trades are running in the exchanges, not on RoyalQ. RoyalQ is just an agent that is doing the trading for you in the exchange. So if you tell your agent pause, it means that it will not buy any more coins and will not sell until you authorize it to sell. But if the price that is prevailing at the market reaches a level where it should be liquidated, you'll still be liquidated. So the only good thing that you can utilize here is when you are sure this market is going up and you are not sure how far it will go up, then you can pause and monitor it, and then you activate when you see it, you have a good profit, and then you activate and it will automatically sell. So that's the advantage of using that. But in futures, it's very risky, especially if you pause and then you go away thinking that you have now stopped the trade, it will not run. So if it will not buy margin calls, which could push the liquidation further away, it will not buy, and it will also not sell even if it reaches the take profit that you had said. But if it reaches liquidation price, you'll be liquidated. So let's use that button, especially in futures, very carefully, because it is not an escape route. You will find you put it on to avoid being liquidated, and you find you are still liquidated anyway. The liquidation happens in the exchange, not in RoyalQ. Thank you. That's my take on that.
All right. Thank you so much. So the liquidation happens in the exchange, not in RoyalQ. The liquidation happens in the exchange, not in RoyalQ. Okay, that is so awesome. Okay. So now let's see the next question. So, leader, thank you for your analysis, support, and teachings. How can we get the list of American coins you mentioned last week? So, you mean the made in USA coins? And mostly, when you go to CoinMarketCap, most of the real world assets are made in US coins. Okay, most of the real world assets. So on CoinMarketCap, let's see. Okay, so I guess the screen is shared. All right, so let's go to CoinMarketCap. Yeah. I don't know if it's here that you see, or you should use the. Okay, let's use the web page, I guess. Okay. So, okay. So when you come here, when you come to categories, okay, on CoinMarketCap, when you come to categories, let me calendar wait for you to see what I'm talking about. So we have categories. So on categories, let's scroll through to see. We have the Ray Hypo, dedicated cryptos, the memes, so Solana ecosystem, real world. So very good. So this is real world assets, and like I said, most of the real world assets are also made in US coins. Most of the real world assets are made in US coins. Then let's scroll to see tokenized real estate, political metaverse, IP. But ideally, most of the real world assets are made in US coins. So tokenized stocked WDF, Polygon ecosystem. Let's go through to see. So very good. So made in American coins. So here are they. Now, aside that, most of the real world assets are also so made in America. Okay. So if you want the made in America coins, here are they. So just tap on it. Let's tap on it to see the very good. So like I said, most of the for instance, SEAL is real world assets. So HBAR the same. So these are the made in US coins. So if you want to invest or do anything that made in US coins, here are they. Now the thing is, the fact that they are made in US coins doesn't mean that they are 100%. Some of them may be utility tokens, some of them too may be just ordinary memes. So you have to just take notice of that. Yeah, but at least most of them, I think the market cap is very good. And yesterday we discussed about how to identify a good market cap. We discussed about that. Okay, so I guess these are, if you are looking for made in US coins, these are made in US coins. Okay, these are made in what? Made in US coins. Okay, so that is it. So you take your time, you come here and then you glance through them. SRP, Solana, USDC, Dodge, Adalink, Seals, SLM, AVAX, all those ones are made in US coins. Undo and stuff, all those ones are made in US coins. So that is it. Okay, I guess it's helpful. All right, so I guess your question has been answered. Let me see. Okay. Let me see the next question. Okay, these words confuse me a lot. Overbought and oversold. When do I go for shorts and when do I go for long? Now, okay, so when it comes to oversold, let me explain oversold and overbought to you. Now, when we say an asset has been overbought, it simply means there are excess. I don't know if it's spelling right. Excess what? Excess buyers. Right? Now, when there are excess buyers, you cannot long. Listen, when an asset is at the overbought zone, unless otherwise you have other combination of other indicators, or you have different ways of analyzing the market. But in normal circumstance, when asset gets to the overbought zone, it simply means that asset has excessively been bought, and the next thing that you are going to see is sellers will begin to push it down, or there will be what we call pullback. Right? So in that case, if you are learning on overbought zones, in overbought zones, we don't long an asset. Now, we also have oversold, oversold zone. Now, oversold simply means that there are excess sellers. Excess sellers in the market, which simply means supply. It is in the supply zone. Now, in our lessons, based on supply and demand, as someone asked this morning, now every demand creates supply and every supply creates demand, which simply means if the asset is at a high demand zone, the next thing that I should expect is supply. And if the asset is at high supply zone, the next thing that I should expect is what? Is demand. So if asset is at the oversold zone, you cannot short it. It's either you wait for a pullback or as a sports trader, you do what you buy, which simply means if you are also a futures trader, if there is an opportunity at the oversold zone to make a decision of longing, you long. That is it. So it's opposite, right? If overbought, some may decide to short it. If oversold, some may decide to long it. But then before you do that, make sure you combine with other specified indicators to make confirmations. All right. Hope Trishana, hope your question has been answered. What's the minimum amounts of coin we can trade on futures? So when it comes to futures, what are the minimum, or what is the minimum coin you can trade? Now that one will be subjected to your capital. Okay. Now it's always good to trade 1 to 2 coins. At most is 3. You don't need to overtrade. You don't need to do it over trade. So 1, 2, 3 coins, yeah, okay. Now, okay, knowledge is key. Yes, of course, knowledge is key, because without knowledge, that's the reason why a great man said, if you think education is try ignorance. Okay, so another one, I noticed that sometimes current price is not found on the technical indicators. What I mean is that the current price is much, much lower than the amount found on the indicator. Is it good to enter or exit the coin? Oh, my India, it seems I'm not still getting you. Leader Chadwick is around? Oh, I guess he's left. He's gone. He's gone, right? Okay, so let's proceed. Let's proceed. Now, your question, let me read it again. Let me read your question again. Let me take your question again. So another one I noticed is that sometimes current price is not found on the technical indicators. I don't know which of the technical indicators you are talking about, because ideally when we talk of technical indicators, RSI, MACD, moving averages, all those ones are called indicators. And on TradingView or in your exchange, when you are using, current price are always identified. For instance, when you come to when you go to RoyalQ, or when you go to even your exchange, now always current price. When you talk of current price, that is the present price the market is trading that particular asset at, right? So current price is surely indicated within unless you are talking about the fixed indicators in RoyalQ. If not, please clarify. Now what I mean is that the current price is much, much lower than the amount found on the indicator. Is it good to enter or exit? So first, that is what I've clarified on the top based on what you mean by current price on technical indicators. So if possible, clarify your question again. All right, so Joshana is saying perfectly got. Thanks, Leader Emmanuel. Okay, so good morning. Please, how do I input my signal sent to trade? How do I input my signal sent to trade? Yes, so which simply means you will need a further knowledge on trade settings. You need knowledge on what? On trade settings. So I would advise you go to our YouTube channel. So go to our YouTube channel. So let me see. Okay, so YouTube. Okay. Got these people always premium. So come to RoyalQ, what? RoyalQ Revolution. RoyalQ Revolution. So come here and also access different information from trade settings. You can see crypto market cycles, and then okay, so come here, access different information, mastering market sentiment. So come here and access different information about trade settings and other stuffs here. You will learn a lot using our YouTube channel. Using our YouTube channel, you will learn a lot of information here. So please get here and then learn more about trade settings. Since your question would have to be a full lesson, a full tutorial or not on trade settings, I encourage you to get back to the YouTube channel to ensure you learn more about trade settings. Okay, so let me see the next person. Okay, good morning, please. All right, so I guess, okay, sir, I will send this to your inbox for you to understand what I mean. Hey, Amaka, all right. Well, I actually don't know the Amaka that I'm talking to or is asking this question, but anyway, my inbox is always welcome. But come with peace, please. Come with what? Come with peace. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I guess there are no other questions to ask. No hands raised. No hands raised. And also in the inbox here, that is in the chat box, there are no questions to ask. I guess all questions has been answered clearly. So if you have any question, type your question in the chat box or raise your hand to ask your question, or else you spent an hour and 37 minutes here, which also permits us to bring the session to an end. If there is no question, I would always encourage you to keep learning. Do you get me? Let me tell you something about trading. Now, mostly our problem is that, you see, we work for so many years and sometimes we don't get the result we want. But immediately we jump into trading, we want to make things very fast. But trading doesn't work like that. Trading is my personal profession. Okay, trading is my profession. Aside trading, all the business that I do, I raise the funds in trading to do my businesses, right? So at the end of the day, if you really want to go into trading, think of it as a profession, right? Which would also take you time, every necessary skills for you to be able to get to that particular journey or that money that you want to make. So you should understand, treat trading as a profession. Just like someone trading or someone going to school to become a doctor, someone going to school to become nurse, someone going to school to become a teacher, someone going to school to become this. Trading is also a noble profession. I call it a noble profession. A noble what? Profession. Which will also require a lot from you for you to be able to get your results. Please, some of you, I know, I'm trading to pay my rent. I'm trading to take care of my children. I'm trading to do this. Yes, they are all reasons. They are all good reasons. But then the problem is, if you don't take care, you may even end up trading your family members in the market. If you don't take care, you may even end up trading your family members in the market, because you may not get the money you want and you have to trade those people before you'll be able to survive even in the market, which is very, very bad. So kindly take notice of that. Exercise patience in your trading journey. Trading is not a sprint. It's not a marathon. Just take your time. Okay? It's just a milestone you will surely hit with time. So don't rush the journey. Let it be a process. Let it be what? A process. So you don't get me, say, I said, how do I trade on my RoyalQ? How do I trade? How do I trade on my RoyalQ? How do you trade on your RoyalQ? Yes, so it's about trade settings. Yes, you said I'm not getting you. You're asking a question about trade settings, right? So you can raise your hand. If I'm not getting you, you can raise your hand. Let me get you. I want to get you, so raise your hand. So my leader, about our previous lesson on the CoinMarketCap, in the area where we see most visited coins trending, my app only displays few coins like 7 or 10. Why is it so? Yes, so you can use the web page. So if you think the app is not giving you all the information, use the web page. And always, web page is more advanced than the app, right? So if you are learning or if you are using any app, you see, for instance, I don't know if you've ever tried Binance on maybe on your laptop, using the web page, maybe www.binance.com, and you log in on your phone or on your laptop, you realize that the features are different from the app that you've been using. So always the web page are more advanced as compared to the apps that we use, right? So please go there, go to the web page and check it out. All right, so please, my leader. Okay, that is what I just answered. Thanks a lot, my dear. All right, so not satisfied with your answer on Binance N or staking. Elaborate. I have extra $100 RoyalQ funds is enough for 3 coins I usual trade, please. I have extra $100. RoyalQ funds is enough for 3 coins I usual trade. I'm still not getting you. So now if you want advanced lesson on further lesson on maybe Binance and or staking on all those things, I guess it should be an advanced lesson or a further lesson. But what I can explain to you is what I've shared with you, that Binance N gives you the opportunity for you to earn certain percentages, right? So you earn certain percentages based on the amount that you invest there, and it takes time. It's not something that you may get it so quick. It takes time as well. And also, when you are talking about staking, that is the exact thing. With staking, it's even more advanced and also risk in terms of maybe the coin is subjected to volatility. If it's happening that you stake a coin and the coin drops, yes, your money to also go as it's supposed to be. So that is one thing that you also need to take notice of. So you can do all those things on Binance. Yeah. But like I'm saying, if it's something that you still want advanced, we cannot. The thing is that we can't go on all those lessons detailed. So over here is for us to brush and then answer questions that may give better clarity to you, right? Okay. So it's still the same, my leader. It displays few coins. Okay, let's look at it. Let's look at it. Maybe your device may also matter. Maybe your device may also matter. So CoinMarketCap. Okay. Let's click on markets first. Then let's look at the trending. So if it's about trending, these are trending. Now it may be this. Listen, click on all. We have, when you come here, over here, look at, I hope you can see my device. Can you see my screen? So let me wipe all these things here. So click here. Let's see. We have all. We have this. And most traded on chain. Then all. So either the top 200 all or whatever. So click on it nicely. So when you click on all, everything is going to do what is going to appear as it's supposed to be. So it's that maybe, I don't know, the phone that I get expected. We are getting more than expected. At least we're getting 100. So if I want next, I will click on next. So the more I click, you can see, because it is on all, right? So I will get plenty coins. So please, the same thing applies to most visited. If I click on the most visited, to the same. So you see, it's not only 10, there are many, right? You can see there are many. So please check your device, but I can't convincingly say it's your device. I'm not convinced enough to say it's your device though, but that is what I can say. So if you are not getting all the coins, my advice is either check your device, use another device to see. If you get more than that, then maybe you can say it's your device. So please explain about funding fee. Explain about funding fee. How can we trade a coin to avoid paying it? How can we trade a coin to avoid paying it? Now, it's simple. If you want to trade by avoiding funding fee, first, go and check who are paying the funding fee. Check who are paying, either the long traders or the short traders. If you check who are paying the funding fee, one, my screen is being shared. My screen is being shared. So if you check those who are paying the funding fee, One, if it is long traders, then you decide. But mind you, maybe why are they paying? Now, long traders are paying because that is where the opportunity exists. That is the reason they are paying. So if you also decide not to join them, then you also have to wait opportunity exists. Maybe at this moment, market long. More traders are also longing the market or assets, right? Which simply means all of these people will do it, will trade this particular asset. But on the other note, if you decide that okay, personally I don't want to pay, then you ignore the opportunity on the long position so that you can join the short traders, which simply means at the moment on the short position there is no opportunity, there is no much opportunity. What opportunity there? So when you short the trade, you may earn the what do we call the funding fee. But in that case too, what if the market goes against you? So personally, what I've been saying is those who want to enjoy funding fee may not be, mostly it wouldn't be as much unless you stay long in the market. If not, it is whales and smart traders that earns funding fee. Because you yourself now look, let's look at something. You yourself look at something. Your funding fee, the funding fee you are paying is just $0.001 or $0.01. That is what you are paying, or that is what you are earning. So are you running away, or because are you running away because of the 0.01 or because of the 0.001? Now listen, what makes it so horrible is that those on the long position are paying to those on short, and those on short position are also paying to those on long position. Why are those long traders paying? Because the market is in opportunity zone. This is where the opportunity exists. That is the reason why these people are the one to pay. And if opportunity exists on the short traders will pay to the long traders. Right? So if I run away because of the 0.01, it simply means I'm missing the opportunity to earn profit of maybe $5 or $10 because of this. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. I don't know if you understand what I'm talking about. Let me see. I'm still here. All right. So Nelson, I don't know if you get it. So you can avoid by joining those who are losing. Those losing are those earning the funding fee. Do you get it? Those lose because if we are to pay funding fee now, the thing is this. I don't know how I should explain it, but I guess it's very clear. The thing is this. Why are these people paying funding fee? So funding fee is not something that's so scary. Listen, you pay, I earn. You pay, I earn. That is how it works. Now, this is trader A and then trader B. Okay. Opportunity here, these are long traders. Trader A is on long, trader B is on short. Right? Trader B is on what? On short position. Now, if the market is bullish, it simply means those on short position or those on bearish direction are losing. So these bullish traders will pay to the bearish traders, so that the market wouldn't just rise and rise and rise, so that people can run away. Because the more the fee becomes high, the more people begin to do a stop the trade and then run out of the market, so that they can be balanced. Now, if it happens that those on bearish zone are the one winning the market, they will pay to those on the bullish zone. Do you get it? So in this case, if I should run away because maybe I'm paying $0.001 at the moment, if I'm to run away because of this, at the end of the day, what is going to happen to me is that I may end up getting liquidated because I'm running away from this. Now the thing is that even if I'm to earn that money, how much is it? 0.001. That is what I'm going to earn. Is that profitable than that $5 that I will earn? The answer is no. Logically, I can't run away from $5 to lose $5 because I don't want to pay 0.001. Do you get it? So it's better if I remain on the long position for the market to balance, so that the short traders will pay for me, then that one is good. But those who money on the funding fee are basically the smart traders, because they have huge money. Because 0.001, look, how is it calculated? Even how is the funding fee calculated? This is how the funding fee is calculated. Now, my money is, let's say, $5. Then my leverage is 20x. That is 5 times or 20. So that is going to give me how much? 100, right? $100. $100. So if the percentage of funding fee to be paid is maybe 0.1%, it simply means I'm going to pay 0.1% of $100. So let's look at 0.1% of $100. Okay, so 100 times 0.1%, that is going to be $0.1. $0.1. So it simply means over here, on each $100, if the percentage is 0.1%, simply I'm paying $0.1. $0.1 on my $100. Now, if I have $1,000, it simply means I'm paying. If I have $1,000, it simply means I'm paying $1. If I'm right, check the calculation. It simply means I'm paying $1 as funding fee on this particular trade, which simply means if I have $1,000 and I'm also to earn, I'm going to earn $1 on this $1,000 as funding fee. So in this case, if I don't have huge capital and I'm still running away, where opportunity exists, I may end up getting liquidated for nothing. I don't know, Nelson, I don't know if you get it. All right. So let me see. Good morning, coach. Please, I'm currently running a sports trading. It's been ongoing for 45 days, not yet sold, and all margin calls are stopped. Please, what's my fate in this set? Now, listen, margin calls stopping doesn't mean you are done. Do you get it? Margin calls stopping doesn't mean you are done. If you have money to add up, fine. If you don't have money, don't kill yourself. Wait for the trade to be sold. So far as it's a coin that may not stand to the future trend of being delisted, you don't have a problem. You don't have a problem. There is nothing wrong with trade running for 45 days. Okay, so you still have a good faith in the market, my dear. You still have a good faith in the market. So just hold on to your faith and wait, and you get your results, right? Margin cost turning off doesn't mean anything. When the margin cost turn off, that is your opportunity to buy more has ended. It simply means your funds has ended to buy more. So just let it be, and also you yourself be yourself and wait for time to bring you your results, right? Hope that one will help you. Hope that will help you. So there is nothing wrong with your trade. Yes, there is nothing wrong with your trade. So just exercise patience enough and wait for your results. All right, thank you. Okay, so let me see. I guess, guys, we've done a lot this morning. We spent an hour and 55 minutes here, an hour and then 55 minutes here. Let's end this session. If God permits, we shall meet again in another session. Today is Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Today is Friday. And go out there, go and trade. Let other people know about RoyalQ. Let them know RoyalQ is working. Teach them about trading. Let them love trading. Trading is the best. There is nothing. In fact, listen, there is nothing. I've always been saying this, and I'll continue saying it over and over. There is nothing that can offer you the time freedom, the personal liberty that you want than trading. There is nothing that can offer you the time freedom and the personal liberty that you want than what? Than trading. So please, and please, let us no, let other people know about it. About trading. Let them know about trading. Let them trade and make what? And make profits. Bring people. Don't be afraid to invite your family members into trading. Don't be afraid to let your friends know about trading. Don't be afraid to let other people know about trading with RoyalQ. Let them know about it, let them enjoy it, and make good use of it together. It's a win-win situation. Let other people know and enjoy the bet together. So thank God it's Friday. Let's go out. Let's go and trade. Let's invite people. Let's train them. Let's repeat the cycle. Let's join training. Let's join training. Let's learn. Let's learn and make more money. All right. Thank God it's Friday. Let's go and trade and stop what 9 to 5. All right. So my guys, bye bye bye. Love you all. Have a good day. Okay. So I guess we will end here and enjoy our Fridays together. All right. So we shall meet on the platform. So a trading, thank God, it's Friday, not a 9 to 5 ordinary Friday. Yes. You see, there is that one thing that's every Friday, you just go out to chill small and then you go back up. Saturday, you continue. And even Monday, you still proceed to go and then chill because your habit is chilling because you make the money and you feel free. You have your freedom. So thank God it's Friday. All right, guys, let's end here. We will meet another time. So see you later and have a good day. Bye to you all. Yes, even Monday is our holiday. Monday, we traders, Monday is even our holiday, and that is the power of RoyalQ trading. That is the power of what of RoyalQ trading. All right, see you all, guys. If you leave me, I'll talk to the next day. See you all. Bye. It seems some of you can't go. It seems some of you can't go. Go in peace. You don't want to go. Go in peace. Go in peace. Go in peace.